I did go to AEW, and you guys, I did have a great time there, but my heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could see that in my performance when I was in the ring there and my character. And it was just like, I'm a WWE girl, man. Like, I
Paige, before she returned to WWE, she had a small stint in AEW. And Paige went onto the Bells podcast to discuss her time in AEW. Fair use.
I did go to AEW, and you guys, I did have a great time there, but my heart wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could see that in my performance when I was in the ring there and my character. And it was just like, I'm a WWE girl, man. Like, I love WWE. And so, yeah, like I went there for a couple of years, and, you know, we went our separate ways, and it was like, it ended really, really great. And like, I have nothing but love when it comes to AEW and Tony and stuff like that. But yeah, when it comes to WWE, like that's just where I've wanted to be forever.
Yeah.
Like I've been there since I was 18 years old. I gave my neck for this company, you know, like I grew up here, you guys, like,
right.
You know,
You
I
did.
was a kid. I was a baby. Like,
you were such a baby,
you know? Yeah. So, and then when it comes to getting the call and being, I was so excited, but I didn't have any preparation time for the match at all.
No.
Like it was Monday, and then I had stuff like my manager said today, he was like, oh, we got stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we have the Mania on Saturday. I didn't have any time to get in the ring. And then we did have rehearsals, but it was like, I was just coming in at the end of the match. So I was like, well, thank gosh, I don't have to do too much. But then obviously we end up winning the tag team championship.
Because we're badasses.
That's right.
That was up.
Hey,
and you
that's what I
rocked it too. You did. I mean, girl, it's in your.
All right, guys. So that was Paige on the Bells podcast about her time in AEW. And as you guys know, I am a huge Paige fan. And when Paige debuted in AEW under her real name, Saraya, I was very excited because I 100% see where she says that her heart wasn't in it. As you guys know, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but Paige, she suffered a neck injury at a house show of all places. And her career was up in question because we did not know that we would actually see Paige ever wrestle again. And after her injury, she would become the general manager of SmackDown for a couple of years. And then during COVID, she was eventually released. And we did not know what the next thing will be for Paige. We know at that time WWE was not clearing people, especially from neck injuries. But a couple of weeks, maybe a year or so later, we get the return of Edge. Well, actually, in 2020, we did get the return of Edge. So Edge returned from years after a neck injury, and later on, a few years later, Paige would get cleared in AEW. Like her AEW debut, she was immediately physical, and being physical, I immediately said, you know what? If she's physical. She's wrestling. And she had that debut match with Britt Baker. And after that, the run wasn't the same. I was very, very critical of the AEW run. I was not a fan of it at all. I had high hopes for it, but I was not a fan at all. When it comes to Paige, certain things, I guess you might be able to say that maybe the talents evolved so much that maybe they just kind of surpassed her. You can say, but I thought the AEW run was awful. I did love the moment that she had in her home in England when she did win London, when she did win the AEW Women's World Championship. I was a big fan of that moment. I'm a big softie, so I was a big fan of that. But you could easily tell that in this AEW run, there was not much there, and that her heart was not in it at all. She was just happy to be able to wrestle again, and AEW was the place that gave her the opportunity to do that. I was not a fan of the whole Tony Storm stuff when they were the fake and with the Outcasts or the NWO, as I would jokingly call them. Was not a fan of it at all, and also I don't think she didn't have anything to latch onto after a while, especially when I believe Tony Storm would become Timeless Tony Storm. It was just her and Ruby, and Ruby got pregnant, and that was essentially it. But I'm glad that Paige is back in WWE. Like I said, I never thought I would hear Stars in the Sky again unless it was on my gym playlist. And it's better the fact that I even got to see it at WrestleMania. And I think Paige being Paige returning might be one of the biggest moments of the year. And like I said, if you guys are not shed a tear after she got that pinfall victory at WrestleMania, there might be something wrong with you. Or if you guys need to get choked up, feel any type of emotion, because that's a moment that she would have never thought she would have gotten in her life that she got. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about Paige's time in AEW.